I'm failing at this transition today. Hello everyone, welcome in. Today we're checking out a Star Stable update. And seems like there's quite a bit of stuff in the workings. So we're just gonna start with reading out this update. Sorry about that, I had to adjust my mic. So let's see. We got the title, which is Ready, Set, Train. Training with the Bobcats. The Bobcats are prepping for an upcoming horse show. Stacy is keeping herself busy by offering riding classes to her fellow Bobcats. But Loretta seems to be upset. Maybe you can help her feel better. You must have reached level 12, finished Stacy's show jumping circuit, and finish talking to Loretta after a party for Tan. So there is that going on. It sounds like there's a little bit of like a side story, but also sounds like we get new races. We now also have colorful halters. Made even more colors of the popular nylon halters. Additional 6 colors to match your favorite clothing and tack. So that's nice. We got even more story snacks, which is probably just gonna be like talking to Mrs. Holdsworth. The beta testing for the character updated model has been closed. So that'll be coming out in the next coming months. It's not very specific. The next horses in the magical horse rotation is Faramar and Aldrak, which is our scaly dragon-like horses. They are 950 star coins each, and their magical companions, the manta ray-like, they call them wyverns, but they're manta rays. They're 400 star coins each, and they'll be here until November 2nd. So that's always an option for your Halloween horse, is a dragon horse. At the bonus shop, there is also a tailbow to go with the Admiral's Dressage tack. So bonus shop, magical horses, story snacks, halters, and train with the Bobcats. It's a lot of stuff. I also went over to CC Creations, and they have a new video out that came out. When did it come out? It doesn't say. But it has information on the Halloween horses and the outfits, and it has been updated since the last time we saw it. So I'm super excited. Now let me switch over to Star Stables itself so we can start playing. Let me make sure the game capture decides to work with me today. Game capture, yes. Yes. Game capture with us. Today is a very cold day, and I found my day started off rough. Like, I had a rough day, but now I have this dime that I found when I went on a walk. I was in incredible pain during my walk today because I had a blister on my foot. Well, let's do the story snacks while we're here, and that's probably the most serious part about all of this is the story snacks, and then we can have fun. Where am I going? Over here. We're still dressed as our Hufflepuff, but I want to do better. I want to get like money to look better. I have some money, but not a lot. Also, in case you guys don't remember, this means next week's update is the Halloween update. We get the Halloween horses, we get the Halloween outfits, we get the Halloween activities. I am saddened about one thing. The fact is, I won't be able to stream most of the time I'm playing. Aww, they're playing around down here. Oh, that's cute. Basically what I'm saying is, since I'm going on trips, I'll have to play on my off time to make sure I get enough points to get the outfit. Because I really want the free outfits to go with whatever Halloween horse I decide to get. Welcome back. I made some wonderful progress. Shortly after our last meeting, I found a letter that Beatrix and I believe was written by the great Mississippi Jones. This gives you a lot of coins. I just realized how much like Alex I look like. I'm not even sure if I don't think I act like her, but I could. What's cooking? No, really, I'm hungry. Same! I have no time for cooking these days, but we can probably rustle up a tin of cookies after I shared this research. I'll read the letter to you. It begins, My dear Cornelia. My dear Cornelia, I have made a particular discovery. I haven't deciphered all of its secrets, but I believe I have recovered an archaic chart, but to where or when I cannot fathom. Sometimes I think I hear a faint buzz or hum. Other times, a haunting melody or song, just on the edge of my perception. Interesting. That he heard singing like Anne and I did. The letter continues. Last night I could swear the chart was glowing from inside my satchel, as if lit from within by fiery ink. And when I took it out and unfolded it, the runes and letters seemed to want to spring from the parchment itself. The rest is mushy stuff, something about nothing that will help us. Any questions? Chart like a graph? In this case, the word chart is used for a map. From the description, I deduced it was drawn on ancient paper due to the singing and glowing and whatnot. All we know who uses enchantments. So I returned to the big book of witches. Sure enough, I found a fragment of a very strange map. Now, remember I taught you the word weld means forest. Well, there is a forest on this map. There's also some locations that seem to correspond with points on the contemporary Jorvik map. But they don't line up quite properly. It's perplexing. Ooh, are we getting another section to the map undone? Are we getting the volcano? If I take off my glasses and close my eyes, I can sort of make sense of it. And I think the old worn tree stump would be right about here, points. Which means this wild is now the Forgotten Fields. Are there any other recognizable landmarks? Maybe the library? This place is pretty old, right? I don't know exactly what it is we're dealing with, but on to something, kiddos. We need to find the entire map. Okay. Alrighty then, let me see if I can decipher more of this chart or find another piece of it. I'm gonna log and enjoy your use. Okay, so we're making a map, and I'm excited to see if it will lead us to another section of our actual map. That sounds like fun. There's so many people running around the library. Okay, so that's done. We still have halters. I think I can look at the halters from here. Okay, so we have 6 new halters. We got this like sage green, which is a very nice green. We got this one, which is black. We got this one, which is orange. Yeah, I can see how that's orange. We got a red one. We got a brown one. And we got a lavender one. Very pretty lavender. So that takes care of that. I think that leaves bobcats and magic horses and bonus shop. So 3 things. I think I do want to head over to the... I don't know where I'm going. I'm lost. Okay, I see it. I think I do want to head over to the bobcats and do that. And then we can stop by the bonus shop and then check out the magical horses. Capitan! Capitan, Capitan, Capitan. Capitan.
I arrived.
You know what I really want? I want
What's
someone
that?
to go through all of my streams and my videos
Uh-huh.
and make a compilation of all the times I said Capitan.
Oh my.
I think that would be funny.
That will be a lot.
So I just did the story snacks. We also looked at the halters. We need to check out the bobcats, check out the new magical horses. And there's a bow in the bonus shop. Why am I running? I could just teleport. I found a dime. And I'm really happy about that.
Yay.
I went for a walk and I found a dime on my walk.
Yay.
But I was in pain and limping for the whole entire walk, so...
Oh, jeez.
Okay, to the bobcats. Where's the bobcats? Something, something. Next week is the Halloween update. And I'm so excited to see what CC Creations have created. What? Huh? Who? What? There was horse? What? There's a horse here. Wait. It's always in my peripheral. Or when I walk away from it. There was a horse there. There it is. It's one of the new horses. Is he glitched? He might be glitched. Okay, there's the person. Hello, Tan. A really big show is coming up, so we bobcats gather here in Moreland for a couple of days of extra hard training to make sure we're at our top of our game. Of course, we're always in tip-top shape, but practice makes perfect, and we're always aim for perfection. I assume you're here to join our training sessions. I've never seen you practice before. Oh, but we are, I assure you. No one works as hard as the bobcats. We do have the reputation to uphold. I'm out here to check the track and make sure it's good enough to use for as many horses we have. I'm pretty happy with the look of this road. It's hard, but not too hard. So it won't be ruined by being used a lot, and it will be good on the skeleton of the horses. Okay, why did you have to say it like that? Actually, I was wondering. What was that noise? What just freaking... what crashed? What was that? That's what I'm asking. A pterodactyl? Was it a pterodactyl? Was it Garnock? Was it Loretta? I'm gonna say pterodactyl. Worse. It's Loretta. I was wrong? Wait, Loretta is made of metal now? That sounded like metal. I don't want to go anywhere near her when she sounds like that. How does her body make a sound of metal rubbing against each other? But I really hope she's not going berserk at anyone. Please, Renee, do you dare? I mean, could you go and see what's up? I will see if she's a robot. Yep.
A robot.
I mean, she's on her horse. If her horse can hold her, maybe she's like an android like Connor. Oh, that's just great. You're here too. Jeez, hi. Hello, female Draco. Ugh, please go away, Renee. I have enough to do without you here. Thanks. You are legit female Draco. Who are you? Are you okay, Loretta? That sound was out of this world. Yeah. I'm fine. Jeez, alright. Whatever, see you later, losers. Come on, Bartok, let's go down to the beach. I forgot her horse's name was Bartok.
Bartok? How did I not remember that either?
Her horse's name was Bartok. Like, literally, this is the beginning area, so it's been a while.
It's like, I love Bartok, but I thought he was a bat.
It's a white horse named Bartok.
He is a bat!
Man, she's more of a diva than usual today. Did you hear that screech? I almost expected Godzilla to pop out of the waters by the beach. Maybe we should check up on her though. Would you mind? I really want to make sure she's okay, but I have writing class that starts in like a minute. Okay, where did Loretta? Draco! Draconius! Hello. Wait, she's crying? Oh my god, this is Draco. Is she gonna curse me? Oh, what now? What? Are you following me? Are you gonna challenge me to a race? Is it impossible to be left alone on this island? Can you, like, totally leave me be? What's the matter? Well, alright. But you must promise me not to tell anyone. See, Draco wouldn't talk back, actually. Draco would try to curse me out. See, everyone knows that I'm awesome and I'm super important for the Bobcats and all. Everyone. And I'm fine with sharing some of the spotlight with Tan. She's my best friend in the entire world and all. But everyone knows I've been around here forever. And that I am the leader. I mean, co-leader of the club. And then Stacy shows up one day and starts giving writing classes and training sessions. And she does coaching and... God, I mean, I'm supposed to be the coolest Bobcat. And I have this one lousy riding trail to let people race on. And for our new training session, Stacy is offering yet another training session. Oh, so she's jealous. She's jealous of Stacy. Stacy's mom has gotta go. Okay. And it's not like I'm you are jealous, girl. I just mean sometimes even super cool people like me have off days, right? And like, what? Why does she have so many cool things going on at once and I only have that old trail? Not that I dislike her or anything, just maybe I'm not cool enough anymore. Go set up another trail, design a new race then. And just design a new race. What? Should I? Yes! Go! Do it! Go! I'll test it for you, even. I mean, when you put it that way... I need to think of for a while, okay? Tell Stacy I'll come back when I'm ready. Okay? Where's Stacy? Why am I in all of this drama? I mean, probably because everyone else is terrified of Loretta. Stacy! Where is Stacy? There's Stacy. Oh, Stacy is the jumping girl with the freaking flower in her hair. Hey, there you are. So you talked to Loretta? Good. Hopefully she'll be back in her fabulous diva ways soon. Any other mood of hers upsets the order of the universe. My writing class is actually about to begin. Would you like to join? Sure. You never joined one of my training sessions before, right? No worries. I'll explain how it works. Come on, we'll head over to the paddock by the inn so we can build the courses for exercises in the paddock. Oh, this training session. Oh, I haven't used this paddock since the beginning. Before we get down to any jumping, we need to ensure horses are properly warmed up. They're athletes and we do warm-ups to prevent sports injuries. See, some riders are already here. It's really important to keep your distance from other horses if you're joining in. Our bobcat horses, of course, know each other well, but you never know how unfamiliar horses will react upon meeting. Better safe than sorry. Is this like the beginning of dressage? Having your horse go at certain speeds at certain times? Because this makes sense. Or are these just like quote-unquote enemies? Like, if I hit them, I'll get attacked. Train the bobcats in the paddock and follow my instructions. It's nothing complicated today, so just make sure you ride in the correct gait and not ride too close to anyone else. It is like dressage. When you're properly warmed up, it's time for some jumps. It is! It's freaking dressage because it's telling me to trot. Trying to keep my distance from everyone else. Canter. And if I don't do it, I'll probably die and I'll have to restart the mission. This is cool though. I like this. This is good. I also like looking at all the bobcat horses. All the different types of like new horses. Yay! I like how it said please too. It's like, Renee, please jump the obstacle. We better head back to the paddock, see you there. So we're back to the normal paddock. That was cute! I like that. There should be more of those type of like races. Where it tells you what to do and you just have to do it or else.
Or else.
I mean, they did that during like the druid training in which you had to like answer questions while riding and go at certain paces while riding, and it was a lot of fun. But the minute that you got like the free horse, it stopped. Alright, here we go. It's jumping time. We started with something easy. You've ridden this course before, but it's really good exercise to get through before we raise the bars. I do like all these like training exercise. Someone's watching from outside the pen. But when someone actually does the race, you can't see them. So wait, this is the hard difficulty on out of all the jumps. This is the hardest one. So we're actually getting like harder ones. Nice. I'm excited. I like new races when they actually make sense and they don't have you climbing on the side of a mountain. That is actually a race in the game now, and I'm still upset about it. Raising the bars. This is way harder than anything I've asked you to ride before, but I have no doubt you'll excel at it. Here we go. Yay. Oh, you just actually made them taller. That's all you did. It's the same order, just taller. Candy's a good horse. Candy can jump that high. Smoothless. I mean, it is smooth, not smoothless. It is smooth until I messed up because I misspoke. I got a silver. Nice. Return of the Queen Bee. What? If you want to join my training sessions with the taller obstacles, be sure to come back on the weekends. I'll host sessions with this course on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from now on. Oh look, Loretta's back. So it's like during the DJ, the club over at Fort Pinta, Marlin has training sessions. More things to do for people that aren't in school. Or are in school and therefore can play on the weekends. Hi Renee, I did think about what we talked about and I think I'm ready to share something new with everyone here. The race I host is a lot more difficult when I first came to Moorland. It had more obstacles and it was a bit longer. People often got lost when riding it, so after a few years the race is shortened. I've been thinking about that old difficult race and I decided to improve it by open it for business again. Better than ever, of course, because it's my design. I think I know what she's talking about. So it's just her race, but the longer version of it. The older version of it. She just brought it back this time. With more obstacles, apparently. I can already tell there's more obstacles. I'm waiting for the longer part of it. There's so many more jumps. I have to pay attention or else I might die. Because that is always the threat when it comes to this game of getting stuck on a jump and dying. It is the race I remember, just with a lot more jumps. This used to be the old race that she did. That's why I was confused at first when it didn't continue, it just cut across. They brought back the longer race! But they added way more jumps. Wait, so the reason why they got rid of this race originally is because people kept getting lost? What? How do you get lost? How do you get lost there? Out of all the races, why this race did you get lost in? I got lost in the other ones, the forest ones, over by Fire Grove. What did you think? So about before, I think I might have like overreacted. I'm pretty used to being the queen bee around here, and it's weird to have new people coming in and taking over some tasks Tan and I used to run. But when I spoke to you, you didn't judge at all. You just said I could host another training session. Maybe made a shire out of a falabella. So thanks. I appreciate that you listened. I think I just had to get some frustrations out, and thanks for not telling anyone. Hey, are we becoming friends with our Draco?
Nice.
There's a fly bugging my microphone. And last of all, thanks for being honest with me. A few people dare to be. We're going to have a club pep talk. Would you like to join? I get a free halter? Yeah, I want to join. Gimme. Alright, Bobcats, gather around. I've been keeping track of how it's been going for you in the past, Let me try that again. I've been keeping track of how it's been going for you in different exercises. Really well done today. As our only Western rider, Beatrice, I'm very happy to see how well you've been representing us over at Starshine Ranch. Always happy to be of service. Hey, that new track over Nilmer's Highland that opened today was great. Was that your idea, Loretta? What? Yes, of course it was my idea. Really? I love it. Way more challenging for us seasoned riders than the race you were showing for the newcomers. I agree. Wow, Loretta. I can't believe you had time to offer us yet another trail ride. What do you mean, time? Yeah, we see everything you do for the club, and that goes for you too, Tan. The two of you always make sure we're representing the club the best way possible and are always giving us the best possible opportunities to succeed. You arrange training sessions, meetups, help us prep for shows, make sure we always learn new things. You're the best club leaders ever. The new trail is just the cherry on top. Thank you, Loretta. That was a lot of fun. And thank you to you too, Stacy. The exercises you hosted today were also great. Thank you. I was wicked stoked to see so many of you show up. I can only hope my training sessions will be as popular as Loretta's one day. Thank you, guys. Sometimes I almost forget that you're even better friends than you are bobcats, and are pretty great bobcats. Thank you so much, all of you. Great work today, and as co-leader, I am humbled by our efforts mean so much to you. Let's meet here again for our next training, okay? See you later, bobcats. Oh, that was actually quite sweet. What a day. That didn't turn out quite as expected, but it's good to know I'm still the coolest bobcat around. Not that I didn't know that already, of course. Do you want this halter, by the way? I got it for Bartok, but it's so not my color. If you want it, it's yours. As a thank you for today. Now shoot, and see you later. So the halter definitely was Bartok's and her color. Because, oh, look at that. It's pink. And it literally says Loretta's halter. Who's trying to become my friend? Quinn's soundbook. Okay. I don't see why not. So we did that. We have to check out the bonus shop. Get the bow, which is a nice black and gold tail bow. Oh, it's black and gold. Guys, it's Hufflepuff colors. Ah! I'm loving it. And we got... Oh my god. We have the dragon horses. Which I don't remember what they look like in their normal form, but something tells me that they don't have a mane. And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't a huge fan of Ocean and Pearl at first, was because they didn't have a mane. It just looked kind of weird. Okay, there's the dragons. Aldrak and Faramar is this green one with this horn. Look at that! Gorgeous dragon. Let me see you move. Stomp, 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 stomp. Ooh, it has a special move of just stomping. I didn't know that. Special move of just stomping around. I have no idea what this horse is based on, because it's been around for a bit now. But what does your normal form look like? You do have a mane! And you're gorgeous! I love the dun stripe, or the dull stripe, whatever that is. The stripe on the back. It's pretty! And then there's the red one, aka Aldrax. Which is a red-purple one. I do love how it's red and purple. I also think the eyes on this one is so much, like, it's nicer. Okay, what is your normal coat? Ooh, you're a chestnut. I wouldn't have seen that coming. I love the tail, the blonde to the red. So these horses are here until November 5th. So, say I don't like any of the Halloween horses, one of these two can be my Halloween horse. It is also an option.
That is true.
And they also have their own pets. They're being called wyverns, but I'm gonna be honest, they're just manta rays with scales. There's Hapandi, and there is also Kolandi. I'm just gonna say this now. If I get the red horse, the red dragon, and eventually get the wyvern that goes with it, yes. I'm nicknaming the wyverns Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
Is that anything you can name it?
I can't actually name it, but I'll nickname it in my head Kool-Aid.
Oh, I see.
Just like, Jeffrey. Jeffrey and Gerald. Okay. There has been a little thing I mentioned earlier that, there's been a little video out and about from CC Creations of the updated Halloween horses and outfits for this year. It doesn't show all that are available, it just shows the new stuff. And not to say that it'll be exactly the same when it comes out. It might be different. We don't know. We'll just have to wait. I'm gonna mute it because I don't want to get copyrighted and all that. Halloween horses and outfits.
Yes, that would not be good.
So we have this Magic Shire, and apparently his name is Namain. He's completely black in his normal form, but in his special form, he is absolutely terrifying lava monster creature.
Oh my.
He is terrifying. Look at those green gaps in his jaws. It's just, it's creepy. Neiman will replace Galloper
really is
Thompson's horse. So, Galloper Thompson is the headless horseman. Neiman, the new Halloween horse, the new Shire, will be replacing the old Shire. So this is our new flaming Shire horse. Not the blue mane, not the blue tail. This is the red one. Obviously, it's red. But look at the curls in the mane.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still buy the old one. The old one's still there. And it also shows the two forges. The pumpkin forge. The water forge. Even the skeleton ghosty American quarter horse is there. And the old Shire's there. You can still get the old stuff. That's good to know. Oh,
yes.
And look! Even shows the other horses that I didn't even know exist. Look! It's the swamp horse that I saw a while back. I forgot who it was that showed me this horse, and it was like a white in its normal form. Gorgeous. I'm not sure. I can't remember this one. I'll have to do an investigation, and maybe I'll have you guys help me decide which Halloween horse I should get. At least for this year. There's Neiman's description. Neiman is the sister of Galloper's mare. So, Galloper Thompson's original horse was a mare, and this is her sister. That's so cool. This is the magical American paint horse that everyone's going gaga over. At least last time I checked. Her name is Laverna. And as you can see, she's already gorgeous in her normal form. Look at that paint detail. With the dappling and the bay coloring and the braids. Well, here's the thing about her. In her special form, she is like the epitome of witchcraft. Even better now. Look at those horns. God dang. That was not there last time. Last time she did not have like this mask look and didn't have these gigantic horns. I think they just made her better with those giant horns. Wow. I'm saying she because if I got this horse, it would definitely be a she in my head. But it could still be male or non-binary and all that. Look at those eyes. the details on this horse.
Yeah, that's some really good details.
The veil between worlds grow thin around Halloween, allowing spirits to travel to other planes. Laverna was one of these, though no one knows when she first crossed over. Ooh! There's more, obviously, but I'm not going to read it all.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. As always, most events bring along their own outfits. The Pride event did, this will as well. Looking at the outfits will also help me decide which horses will be in like my top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, it looks like we have like some sort of like fairy witch outfit going on here. I'm loving this outfit. Look at that ombre. It's so fairy and witchy. Oh, look at the ombre. It's mint purple pink. Yes. Little details too. It's an English saddle. Got leg wraps. The character even has some like fine details and ombres that match the horse's set. Gorgeous. And outfit number 2. Okay, what I'm seeing is they wanted black, red, and orange in the same outfit. And so they tried. I'm not getting much of a this is Halloween vibe from this. I'm just getting okay, that helps. The little jack-o'-lantern and the batwing style on the saddle pad definitely helps. Okay, now I'm starting to sense Halloween. Just straight up looking at it, all I was thinking was, okay, your colors are black, orange, and red. It's Halloween colors. That's about it. But with the jack-o'-lantern and the batwing styled on the saddle pad, it's really... Wait a minute, that's a different set back there. Excuse me. That's a different set. That's a different set on the horse. It's black, golden, black and golden. I like this set a lot. Like, a lot. I'm not even paying attention to the character. I want to see this outfit, please. Is this the 3rd outfit? Yes, it is. I want to see the 3rd outfit, please. Please and thank you. Look at that! Oh, okay, this definitely speaks Halloween. Like a Halloween witch. Got like... Look at that! Oh! Watch this be the one they had to pay real world money for. It's a Western style, too! Look at that! It's gorgeous! It's purple. Not purple. It's orange and black. With all these spooky little moons and stars and laced up details. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. This is gonna be the set that's gonna be like, you have to spend real world money. Ignore the missing fingers. Okay, I will.
Wow.
Look at the stockings even have moons on them. The boots! There's a 4th outfit?
That's a surprise.
Okay, at first glance, I'm like, Christmas. At second glance, I'm like, clown? I'm getting clown vibes. Why is there 4 outfits? Usually it's like one you buy and then one you earn. I get maybe there's 2 outfits which you can buy with like shillings. Yeah, I'm getting clown vibes. Well, I know what I'm going after. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to figure out what I want. I want that black and orange Western set. Especially since the rest of the sets were English style. I mean, I write a lot of English styles, but Western. I don't have a lot of Western. But if I were to get Western, that'll also depend on like what horses I want to get. It's a difficult decision. Now I need to figure out what to do. I have the difficult decision of what to do now that I've been through the update completely. Oh, are we still in Happy Horse Week? My horse is fully taken care of.
Yay!
And I definitely did not do that on purpose. So I actually have 4 full sets of 4 horses. I have Snow Flurries, which is a holiday one. I have Cozy Camping, which was supposed to be like a summer one. So it's like orange and blue. I have Golden Bouquet Dressage, which is like a gold and black. And then I have Admiral's Dressage, and that is like a gold and black with a little bit of blue tint to it. So technically I do have like Hufflepuff sets. Technically I do, I just don't use them. I think I'm gonna put the halters in with the shoes because I'm not gonna use them. I think I have one horse that actually has shoes that help with the skills, and that's Vanilla. And I don't usually mess with Vanilla. Not recently, anyway. I'm trying to figure out what horses I want. Maybe we should work on that. Gonna work on that now. Let me pull up a Google Doc. I always do this. I get distracted by something. Okay, Star Stable Halloween horses. The Halloween update is next week. There is no doubt in my head that I could get a brand new horse next week. I just need to plan this out. So there's the 2 forges. I'm probably not spelling this right. Forges. There we go, forges. We got 2 forges. I have to figure out their names. One looks like a pumpkin, and one looks like a Loch Ness monster. And out of those 2, I could go for either one, to be honest. Because the pumpkin one looks adorable in both forms. A little bit terrifying in the spooky form, but adorable. The Loch Ness monster one legit has an animation on its skin where you can see a creature moving through the holes of the Loch Ness. And when it's in its normal form, it's like a spotted, freckled, white forge with blind eyes. It's so pretty. We know we have a Shire. which is the Old Shire. We know we have... Oh god, what are they called? We have American Quarter Horse. American Quarter Horse. We got... What are they? Song Sorrow and Dusk Grim. I forgot what they're called. What is their horse name? Song Sorrow, Dusk Grim. Oh, they're the Wild Jorviks.
Oh, is that what the word you were looking for was?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could have been any number of things I was imagining you were thinking about. And it's like, oh, the most obvious thing that I'm amazed you forgot the word for.
We got 2 of those. And then we have the 2 new ones of, the New Shire. And the American Paint Horse. There's a bug. Bug! So I'm just gonna like copy and paste the photos. So I can figure out what I'm doing. Oh, I did not mean to copy a blank space. That's not useful.
Oh no.
So for the forges, we have these 2. Not the best of qualities, but you can see them. The pumpkin and then the Loch Ness one. And then their normal forms are this. Actually, that's a better quality one. Let me try this one again. You guys probably can't see my text very well. There we go. Now you guys can see them better. So the 2 forges, we have the pumpkin one, and we have the Loch Ness one. See, they're cuties! Kind of spooky in their spooky forms, but they're cuties otherwise. Like, you would look at these horses and not think otherwise. They don't look any different from, like, the normal ones. Besides this one, which is just plain out precious. Like, look at them. The Old Shire is this boy here. And as you guys can see, he's like pure black but with brown mane and hair. But when transformed, it becomes like magma. Which is nice. There's the American Quarter Horse one. That is our spooky skeleton horse. When transformed in its normal form, it looks like lightning kind of struck it and it has like a skull face. But when transformed, it becomes like ghostly. It kind of glows a little. Got that horse skull. So it's a bit creepy. No matter what form it's in, it's kind of creepy. We got 2 Jorvik Wilds that came out together. Let me see if I can find them. These are their normal forms. They're not very big. One is like black bluish and one's like a white gold. And their special forms okay, yeah, I think this is right. This is what they look like in their special forms. So one turns into a green swamp, while one turns into a white swamp.
Mm.
They both have like flowers in their manes. Which is nice. They're pretty.
Yeah.
We have the new Shire, which I don't think it's gonna pop up for me. I honestly do not think it's gonna pop up for me. Let's see if I can find them horses. Because all these photos are from Star Stables themselves. Because they can get the photos.
Yeah.
No way! No way! Someone repainted a Briar horse to look like a Star Stable horse. That's cool.
That's neat.
Oh yeah, they all have like their matching pets. I forgot about those. I don't think it's gonna give me the photo for them. I found a Halloween Briar horse. I love Briar horses. I have like one of their Halloween horses. Expensive though. Okay, so we can't find a picture of the new Shire or the new American Paint, but we know what they look like. We just watched a video about them. I can legit just pull up the video right now and like pause it on their pictures. I think I might just do that. Duplicate. There we go. Draw. Bring it over. We got this one. Trying to get a good pick. There we go. And we got this one. No, that's not the one I'm talking about. This one. Which I can always reverse if we need their actual forms. So let's see. What do I want to cross off the list right away? I don't think I want the Old Shire. I was never a huge fan of the Old Shires. But I didn't like how big they were, but I don't think I'm gonna have that on my list this year. These are still cuties. These are like good in my books. I have a gourd that would go well with the pumpkin one. Like, why not? Keep them on the list. I'm not a huge fan of the American quarter horse. I have my own quarter horse. I don't really feel the need to have another one. Especially one that I don't love both forms of. So I'm just gonna remove that from the list as well. These two. There is no doubt in my head that they're pretty horses. They are really pretty horses. The both of them. So I'll keep them on my list. And then the new Shire. And the new American Paint. The American Paint definitely has so much detail. I feel like it kind of has to stay on the list. Well, for the new Shire, I mean, it's nice. It's creepy. I feel like the only reason it's on my list is because it's new. And I need to see what outfit I get for free before I go in and try to figure out what horse I want.
Alright.
I think these 6 are our finalists for now. Because I need to see what set is what I'm getting. Literally, the minute that I have like a piece a single piece of the set, I can use that to base it off and figure out which of these 4 outfits is the free set, and then build off that.
Yep.
Oh, the dragons are still here too. The dragons are a backup because they're wilds and can come back at any time. These are once a year type of horses. I'm glad that we lowered it down to 6. That's nice. We have like an hour, 2 hours left to stream. Oh, Captain, I wanted to read something to you.
Yes.
I'm gonna change to
Is this
just
the
chatting.
17 chapters?
Yes, but I'm not gonna read all 17 chapters.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's something that should be read on stream, because
It
that's
is not.
kind of a...
It's not inappropriate. It's more of like a fan fiction kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't mean that. I don't mean like the sense to be inappropriate. It's just it'll take a while.
So.
Duh.
Okay, how should I title this? I don't know, so we're just gonna leave it with just chatting. Okay. Captain.
Why are you?
You are
calling me
not
5
ready
million?
for this. You
Probably
are...
not.
So, may I introduce you to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Gen Z edit.
Oh no.
Written by Alora Black on HogwartsIsHere.com.
Oh boy.
The Boy Who Wasn't Unalived, Chapter 1.
Oh no.
Mr. and Mrs. Dursley and number 4 Privet Drive liked flexing that they are very basic, thank you. To be honest, they were the last people you'd think would be sus, because they are all flat, all facts, no printer.
Ooh.
Mr. Dursley was adulting at a firm called Grunnings that made drills. He was he was dummy thick with 3 C's, man with basically no neck, though he had an absolute unit of a mustache.
Jeez.
Mrs. Dursley was...
Oof. It's already rough, and it's only 2 sentences.
Mrs. Dursley was a Karen with 0 chill and had hella neck, which was real useful for high-key stalking her neighbors and not minding her own.
You want to? I'll wait till you go to the first chapter, and I got commentary already.
The Dursleys had a little son called Dudley, who they really thought was the main character. Hey Mandy, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Right now we're just reading Hogwarts. Oh god, my brain. We're reading Harry Potter Gen Z edit on Hogwarts Is Here by Alora Black. This is a trip.
Oh, it certainly is.
We're only 2 paragraphs in.
Oh, we're 2 paragraphs, are we?
Yes.
Oh gods, they really cut down.
Of course.
It feels like it's been 4 sentences. No, no, 4 sentences, 4 sentences. That's how you structure language.
The Dursleys were pretty much thriving, but they low-key had tea that didn't pass the vibe check, and their biggest fear was getting called out and cancelled.
Oh.
This is why I had to read it out loud to you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Wow.
There's 17 chapters of this.
Okay, I'm waiting for the commentary. Like, I'm holding off till the end of each chapter, otherwise I'd stop you every 2 seconds.
Do you want to hear the name of the chapters?
Oh, you need to read them appropriately. Absolutely.
So chapter 1 is The Boy Who Wasn't Unalived. Chapter 2, The Unappearing Glass. Chapter 3, The Sus Letters from No Bitch.
Wow.
Chapter 4, The Gatekeeper of the Keys. Chapter 5, Diagon Alley. Smiley face.
You know what? Oh, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say something, and then it's like, nope, never mind. Never mind. Don't have to add anything to that.
Chapter 6, Skirting from Platform 9 3/4.
Ooh.
Chapter 7, The Sorting Hat. Smiley face.
They told me to have the smiley face.
Chapter 8, The Potions HBIC. I don't know what HBIC stands for. I'm Gen Z, and
again,
even I have to Google this. HBIC.
It happens.
Head bitch in charge.
Yeah.
The potions head bitch in charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then there is chapter 9, The Midnight Beef. Chapter 10, Spooky Season. Chapter 11, Quidditch
Okay,
with a
hold on.
smiley face.
Okay, they made an error already. Let me rephrase this.
Why?
That should have been Spoopy Season.
A spoopy season? No.
It should have been Spoopy Season. Yes. It's Spoopy.
Spoopy is millennials. Spooky is...
Really?
Yeah.
When did it change back?
It's been like that.
Really?
To my knowledge, I grew up saying spooky, not so much spoopy.
I was always Spoopy because we did not care. We thought it was funny.
Chapter 11, Quidditch, smiley face. Chapter 12, The Glow-Up Mirror.
Wow.
Chapter 13, Nicholas Flamel, smiley face. Chapter 14, Norbert the Girl Boss. Chapter 15, The High Key Forbidden Forest. Chapter 16, Through the Cap Door? Cap Door? Okay.
Cap.
I know, I'm just like...
Right.
What the, okay. Chapter 17, The
Yeah.
Two-Faced Bitch. So basically, they rewrote all of the first book
Yep.
to be Gen Z edit.
Which is funny because you said we gotten 2 chapters in already, and
I didn't.
we are
I said.
like maybe
I said.
Sorry.
Did I say chapters?
paragraphs in.
Paragraphs.
We said 2 paragraphs in, and it was like, oh, this has been 4 sentences.
To be fair, the first
Everything
paragraph
has
was
greatly been
legit
abbreviated.
just 2 sentences. So.
I know it's been abbreviated, and it's like that is very Gen Z, abbreviation of everything to get to the direct point of things.
I like it because, first of all, that's what math taught me, is to abbreviate everything. And I'm Gen Z, so I have like no.
I'd say the
patience.
problem. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that it went that route.
Okay, so let's get back to paragraph 3.
Yes.
The Dursleys were pretty much thriving, but they low-key had tea that didn't pass the vibe check, and their biggest fear was getting called out and cancelled. They were girl bossing too close to the sun and didn't think they could deal if people found out about the Potters. Mrs. Potter was Mrs. Dursley's sister, but she's been ghosting her for so long that Mrs. Dursley low-key pretended she didn't have a sister because her sister and her dumbass husband were as unbasic bitch as they could be. The hard part about reading this is that they freaking do abbreviate everything.
Yes, they do.
They literally didn't even bother to spell out people.
What? Excuse me?
They didn't type out people. They put PPL. People.
Oh my.
Another reason why I'm reading this to you. I know the abbreviations.
Yeah, I would have a stroke trying to read this. I would have a stroke. Have you ever seen a picture of just like the old Godzilla model?
Yes?
Just laying in a cart? And it's just, there's one caption that goes to that picture, which is Godzilla had a fucking stroke trying to read this and died.
Ever seen the the Reddit that's like, did you have a stroke?
Probably.
It's just people start typing something and they lose track of what they were talking about.
Yes.
Okay, have to finish this this paragraph.
Yes.
The Dursleys were straight shook, thinking about what the neighbors would say if the Potter showed up outside. The Dursleys knew the Potters had a little... I'm gonna assume that's baby.
What's the abbreviation?
BB.
Yes.
I think that's baby. The Dursleys knew the Potters had a little baby boy too, but they literally never seen him. The baby boy was another reason to keep ghosting the Potters. They didn't want Dudley vibing with a little bitch like that.
Wow.
You could hear the sass on how they word everything. It's so good. When Mr. and Mrs. Dursley woke up on the musty-ass Tuesday, our story time starts. There wasn't anything about the shitty weather that would make you think anything sus. Is finna go down? All around the country. Okay. I don't know what finna is. What is finna? Or is that just a typo? I can't tell if these are typos.
Because they abbreviate.
Oh, finna. Fixing to. Okay. So, when Mr. and Mrs. Dursley woke up on the musty-ass Tuesday, our story time starts. There wasn't anything about the shitty weather that would make you think anything sus is finna go down all around the country. Mr. Dursley hummed while he picked out his most basic tie for work, and Mrs. Dursley was vibing and talking shit while she shoved Dudley's loud ass in his high chair. No one noticed a big-ass tawny owl fly past the window. That one sentence was a paragraph all by itself.
Okay, I need to say, okay, I'm stopping the reading for just 1 second. If this was a drinking game with only 2 rules, some people would be dead already.
What's the 2 rules?
Anytime a word is abbreviated or anytime the word sus is used.
Sus, yes.
I've literally counted 4 uses of the word sus.
You should have had another word to that.
Oh god, I'm already dying. What else am I adding?
Lol.
How many times? I haven't heard that word actually used as much as sus.
It's about to be used.
Oh no. That's concerning.
We should also, whenever someone says bitch, the amount of times bitch has been said already.
I know, that's why I kept it to one of those 2 words.
At 8:30, Mr. Dursley snatched his briefcase, pecked Miss Girl on the cheek, and took a fat L trying to kiss Dudley goodbye because he was too busy bitching and yeeting his cereal at the walls. Little tyke, lulled Mr. Dursley as he got the fuck out of there.
Wow. I'm not surprised by that.
He got in his car and skirted out of the driveway. By the way, the fuck was abbreviated.
How was that? Okay, please tell me they abbreviated the word literally a few sentences back.
Wait, which one?
Did they abbreviate the word literally?
Wait, when did they say literally?
It was like 3 sentences ago.
So you mean 3 paragraphs?
Yes.
No. I'm trying to look. Oh, there it is. No, they did not abbreviate that.
How? The old that has been abbreviated for the past 20 years.
No, literally was not abbreviated, but the fuck was.
I know. Okay, I'm losing. Okay, continue before I get angrier.
At the corner of the street, he peeped something sus. A cat reading a map. For a hot sec, Mr. Dursley low-key didn't realize what he just saw. Then he jerked his head to cop another peek.
Wow. I hate that word.
Which one?
Cop.
Cop another peek.
Like, not because I know what context they're using that in, and no.
Oh. I'm trying to grab my breath. There was a tabby cat chilling on the corner of Privet Drive, but there wasn't a map anywhere. What the fuck was he on? Ain't no way, it was probably a trick of the light. Mr. Dursley blinked and just stared at the cat. It stared back. As Mr. Dursley skirted around the corner and up the road, he peeped the cat in his mirror. Now it was reading the sign that said Privet Drive. Never mind, looking at the sign. Duh, cats can't read maps or signs. Mr. Dursley got his shit together and yeeted the cat out of his mind as he vroomed towards...
Oh no.
Oh my god, that broke me.
The vroom broke you?
Instead of drive, drove. Instead of vroomed. We like abbreviating, but we also not smart enough to use normal words.
Clearly.
We're creating our own language here.
That is how language works.
Read old English. Soon the modern day English would be the old English. Okay. Focus. It's the last sentence of this paragraph. God dang it. As he vroomed towards town, he only thought about a fat order of drills that he was hoping to get that day. Oh. I haven't read this far yet.
Saddest...
I haven't read this.
You hadn't read this far yet?
No. I only saw like 2 or 3 paragraphs on Pinterest, and I'm like, oh, I want that. Because someone actually took it and put it into an actual book, and I want it. I want it so badly.
Oh my.
I will buy this. I would legit buy this.
It's such a... It is legitimately so far from the original, it can't even be copyrighted.
By the way, Captain, I saw the most amazing advertisement the other day.
Okay.
And have been seeing it every day since.
Okay.
Imagine this. You know Alexa.
Yes.
The voice-acted machine. And how they can like turn on lights, they can lock your doors, they can do all this stuff.
Yes.
In a smart house.
Uh-huh.
Now imagine Alexa, but as a voice-activated wand that runs on battery power and glows whenever it hears you speak to it. And you can set certain commands to be a single word command, such as to turn on lights, you'll say Lumos.
Yes.
I want it so badly. Like, imagine just, you have friends over and you want to watch like a Harry Potter movie marathon. And the lights are just too bright. You take your wand out and you say Nox, and all the lights go out. And they are so in the mood for Harry Potter after that.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, I want it so badly. I told this to my mom. I'm like, oh, it's brilliant and I want it. And she's like, oh god.
is that her response? Oh god.
Pretty much. Pretty much. It's just I saw that commercial and I'm like, oh my god, I want it. It glows. It's a glowing wand. And it responds to commands, and it does the things to make it feel magical. Okay, back to the story, I guess. But on the edge of town, drills were snatched from his minds by something else. Something was abbreviated. As he chilled in the usual morning traffic jam, he couldn't help noticing a lot of people with sus fits. Bitches in cloaks. That was a sentence. Bitches in cloaks.
That sentence?
That was a sentence.
I refuse to believe that was a sentence.
Bitches in cloaks. Period.
That's not. Hold on, I need to.
Technically, it's just like saying paint is red. That's a sentence. Bitches in cloaks. That's a sentence.
I know, just like grammatically, it's like, is it actually a sentence?
I mean, yes, technically.
I know, I had to think for a second, like, is it really?
Mr. Dursley could not help, what? Mr. Dursley could not with people that had sussy drip. The shit you peep on these hoes. That was a sentence.
Oh, that's how to get worse.
I am hurting this English major. Mentally.
You are killing me. I'm dying over here. Like, if I wasn't literally doing art while you read this, I think I would have already taken the headset off and walked away. And I'm so sad this is not an 18+ stream, because oh my, do I have so many things I want to say already, but I can't.
You know, technically you can still say it.
Why is that?
Because putting the 18 and plus alert is optional on Twitch. Why do you think the whole entire like Dream SMP, they all curse, they all have fun. None of them are 18 plus.
Okay. Most of the jokes already passed, so I'll wait till the next one eventually comes, because they will. Continue.
I'm typing out a new title.
Is it Breaking Captain Ragnarsel?
Reading Sus Potter, Gen Z Harry Potter, plus breaking my BF. I think it catches eyes. Okay.
No, you're right.
Okay, where were we? Oh. Mr. Dursley could not with people that had sussy drip. The shit you peep on these hoes. He guessed this was some dumbass new trend. He drummed his thick with two C's, fingers on the steering wheel, and he peeped a group of these weirdos chilling close by. They were whispering excitedly together. Mr. Dursley was high-key pressed that some of them weren't even young. Shit, that guy had to be older than he was, and wearing an emerald green cloak. She.
Oh no.
Not sheesh, just she.
Oh jeez.
But then it hit Mr. Dursley that this was probably some dumbass prank. These bitches be off collecting for something. Yeah, that's gotta be it. The traffic moved on, and after a hot sec, Mr. Dursley skirted to a stop at the Greddings parking lot, his mind stuck on drills. Mr. Dursley conveniently always sat with his fat ass facing the window in his office on the 9th floor. If he didn't, then it would have been... Wait, what? If he didn't, then it would have been low-key difficult to obsess over the drills that morning. He didn't peep the owl's dead-ass skirting past in broad daylight, though bitches down in the street did. They pointed and stared, completely shook as a fuck ton of owls yeeted overhead.
Wow.
Yeeted by overhead. There we go. Sounds like a different language. God dang it.
It is a different language at this point.
Not to me, technically. Technically, it's not.
And yet you have trouble, and yet you struggle reading it.
That's just because I struggle reading everything.
Oh, God.
Most of them have never peeped an owl, not even at nighttime. Mr. Dursley, however, had a perfectly basic owl-free morning. He went off on 5 different people. He made hella important phone calls and went off a bit more. He was absolutely vibing until lunchtime when he thought he'd stretch his legs and take a little walk across the road to buy himself a bun from the bakery. See, that sounded normal.
It was actually probably the most normal sentence you've read so far.
Did I forget to mention that every time I say little, like little boy, little Harry...
Is it L-I-L-T?
No.
Oh my God, they changed the abbreviation again?
It's just lil. So
Oh,
L-I-L.
Okay. So they changed it to what I thought they changed it to. Great. Just great.
He'd low-key forgotten about the cloaked bitches until he passed a group of them by the bakers. He eyed them saltedly as he passed. He didn't know why, but they made him uncomfy as fuck.
Okay, I was gonna say, if it was just the sentences I was
They
uncomfy,
abbreviated as fuck, so...
Why?
They did as F.
Oh.
Those bitches be whispering excitedly too, and he didn't peep a single collecting tin. It was on his way back past them, snatching a fat donut in a bag, that his nosy ass caught a few words of what they were saying. The Potters, that's what I heard. Yeah, their kid, Harry. Mr. Dursley straight up froze. He literally quaking in his boots. He peeped the whispers again as if he was gonna post ups or something, but he thought, never mind. They abbreviated never mind. He yeeted himself back across the wait, what? He yeeted himself back across the road, hurried to his office, went off on his secretary to mind her own, snatched his phone, and had almost finished dialing his home number when he went, never mind. In case you were wondering why I hesitated during that sentence, is because I said street instead of road. That is the only reason.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. He put the receiver down and stroked his absolute unit of a mustache, thinking, nah, he was being stupid. Potter wasn't such a quirky name. He was convinced that there were hella Potters who had a son called Harry. To be honest, he low-key wasn't sure if his nephew was called Harry. He'd never seen the bitch.
Ow.
It might have been Harvey or Harold. There was no reason to involve Mrs. Dursley because she gets pressed at literally any mention of her sister. No judgment though, if he'd had a sister like that. Whatever, those cloaked bitches. He found it real difficult to concentrate on drills that afternoon, and when he dripped at... Oh, nope, I did not say that right. He found it real difficult to concentrate on drills that afternoon, and when he dipped at 5 o'clock, he was still so shocked that he deadass bumped into someone right outside the door. My bee, he grunted. I could not imagine Mr. Dursley saying my bee.
No, I can't. Not at all. Absolutely not.
Wait, what if... Snape. Snape. What is Snape gonna sound like?
Oh no. Probably the same as every one of them so far.
Oh, I would love that. if Snape was a sass master, even more than he already is. My bee, he grunted as the little old man stumbled and almost busted his ass. It was a hot sec before Mr. Dursley realized that the old dude was wearing a violet cloak. There we go. He didn't seem bothered by almost taking an L on the floor. To be honest, he was smiling like mad and said in a squeaky-ass voice that made bitches stare, "No problem, my guy. No way I'm getting pressed today. Live your life cause you know who is finally out of here. Even muggles like you should be hyped on this positively bussin' day."
Wow.
The funny part is, I'm pretty sure it's mentioned that guy in the little cloak is Professor Flitwick.
I think it is. Yes.
I can't imagine Flitwick saying that. The old dude deadass hugged Mr. Dudley and dipped. I said Dudley.
Yes, you did.
Mr. Dursley's wig had been snatched. He just got hugged by some random dude. He also thought he was called a muggle, whatever the hell that was.
Just every time is muggle.
He was shook to the core. He yeeted to his car and skirted the fuck home, hoping he was imagining things, which he literally never hoped before because he hated that shit.
Yeah, imagine.
As he pulled up in the driveway of number 4 and deadass, first thing he saw, this was not... Wait, what? As he pulled up in the driveway of number 4 and deadass, first thing he saw, this was not it, Chief, was the tabby from this morning. It was chilling on his garden wall. He didn't know if it was the same one. It had the same markings around its eyes. He didn't know, but it had the same markings. Fuck off, said Mr. Dursley out loud AF. The cat didn't do shit. It just gave him a judgy ass look. This is probably the most I've ever cursed during a stream. I just realized. This is the most I've ever cursed during a stream.
Yes.
I won't get age restricted though. Especially on YouTube. They don't watch this far. I was already like an hour in by the time I started reading.
Yeah.
Was this normal cat shit? Mr. Dursley wondered. Trying to get his shit together, he let himself in the house. He was trying to keep his wifey out of it. I told you, wifey is a normal term for my generation.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot with it. No, never. Absolutely not. Not happening.
I hear it all the time. Oh, okay. Mrs. Dursley had had a basic ass day. She talked shit over dinner about Mrs. Next Door's beef with her daughter and how Dudley had learned a new word, won't. I said that really weird. New word, won't. There we go. Mr. Dursley tried not to act sus. When Dudley finally went the fuck to sleep, he dipped into the living room just in time to catch the last report on the evening news. And finally, bird watchers everywhere are saying that the nation's owls are acting whack as AF today. Though owls usually hunt at night and low-key nobody sees them during the day, there's been a shit ton of them flying all over the place since the ass crack of dawn. Experts don't know what the fuck is going on or why their sleeping patterns are fucked up. The newscaster grinned. A bit sus, to be honest. And now, over to Jim McGuffin with the weather. Finna been any more showers of owls tonight, Jim? That was so much abbreviation. This one sentence. I'm gonna say this one sentence.
Uh-huh.
A bit sus, to be honest.
That is not a full sentence.
Well, someone was talking, so it was a sentence. Let me just say, this is how each of those words was spelt. A.
Uh-huh.
Bit, B-I-T.
Uh-huh.
Sus, S-U-S. To be honest, T-B-H.
Oh.
It was hella abbreviated. I'm still not used to saying finna to be like fixed to or fixing to. I don't usually say fixing to. That's probably why I don't say finna. I don't say fixing to. Well, Ted, says the weatherman, I don't know about all that, but it's not just the owls acting all sus today. Viewers as far apart as Kent, Yorkshire, and Dundee have been bitching about how, instead of rain I promised yesterday, they've, no cap, had a downpour of shooting stars. I don't know what that one is. I don't think it's freaking Instagram. Oh, okay. I figured it out. So it's the thing I was questioning was IG. Which apparently when you research its meaning, it's Instagram.
Yes.
But it also apparently is the abbreviated version of I guess.
Oh.
So I guess people have been celebrating bonfire night early or some shit. It's not till next week, but get it, I guess. That time, I guess, is written out. I can promise a wet night tonight, though. That sounds wrong.
That sounds really bad.
Wait, does it actually say that in the book, though?
Give us a second.
Everything move! I got the books. I think actually the book doesn't start like that, does it? Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. Where's the friggin'... Nope, too far. Okay, so for the Gen Z version, it says, well, Ted, said the weatherman, I don't know about all that, but it's not just owls acting sus today. Viewers as far apart as Kent, Yorkshire, and Dundee have been bitching about how, instead of rain I promised yesterday, they've, no cap, had a downpour of shooting stars. I guess people have been celebrating bonfire night early or some shit. It's not till next week, but I get it, I guess. I can promise a wet night tonight, though. And the real thing is, well, Ted, says the weatherman, I don't know about that, but it's not only owls that have been acting oddly today. Viewers as far apart as Kent, Yorkshire, and Dundee have been phoning in to tell me that instead of the rain I promised yesterday, they've had a downpour of shooting stars. Perhaps people have been celebrating bonfire night early. It's not until next week, folks, but I can promise a wet night tonight.
It does actually use those. Huh.
It's so weird. So no matter what, it does say wet night tonight.
Yes, but in the context of the readings, it's different.
It's so weird.
It is weird, yes.
Mr. Dursley sat absolutely quaking in his armchair. Shooting stars all over Britain? Owls flying around by daylight? Sus bitches in cloaks all over the place? And some low-key tea about the Potters. Why did my phone go off? Mrs. Dursley came into the living room carrying 2 cups of actual tea. This ain't it. He'd have to spill the tea. He clears his throat, all nervous. Petunia dear, you still ghosting your sister, right? Like he thought, Mrs. Dursley looked absolutely pressed. After all, they usually didn't fuck with that shit. No, she said softly. What the fuck? That's what she said.
Was that one abbreviated this time, or?
What the fuck? Yes, that's abbreviated.
Okay, I had to question it.
Some weird shit on the news, Mr. Dursley mumbled. Owls, shooting stars, and there were some lot of fruity-looking people in town today. Fruity.
Okay, that is really derogatory.
So, when Mrs. Dursley... Well, I just thought, I guess it might be something to do with, you know, her crowd. Mrs. Dursley sipped her actual tea with chapped-ass lips. Mr. Dursley wondered if he should let slip that he heard the name Potter. He decided no balls. Instead, he said, as chill as he could, their son. He'd be about Dudley's age right now, right? I guess, says Mrs. Dursley, not vibing. What's his name again? Howard, right? Harry. Lame-ass basic name. Wait, what? Imo? Oh, Imo. Harry, lame-ass basic name, in my opinion. Imo, in my opinion. I'm probably not even saying them right. I don't know. Shit, okay, says Mr. Dursley, low-key panicking. Yeah, facts. He decided to shut the fuck up about it as they went upstairs to bed. While Mrs. Dursley was in the bathroom, Mr. Dursley skirted up the window to peep the garden. The cat was still there. Somehow. I'm gonna guess that somehow.
Even you're struggling to read this.
Well, like I know how they abbreviate some. And it's like that abbreviation for the word some followed by an H. So I'm thinking somehow, and that makes sense.
Oh, jeez. I would probably be having a stroke reading this.
Oh, shaking my head. Okay. The cat was still there shaking my head. It was just staring down Private Drive like I was waiting for something. See, SM is supposed to represent some. So I thought it was like somehow, but no, it's shaking my head.
Yeah, odd.
Was he seeing shit? Could this all be something to do with the Potters? If it did, if the tea was spilled that they were related to the pair of, well, he deadass could not deal. The Dursleys got into bed. Mrs. Dursley passed the fuck out, but Mr. Dursley was not having it, turning it all over his mind. His last comfy thought before he passed the fuck out was that even if those Potters were involved, there's literally no reason for them to fuck with him. Wait, literally no reason for them to fuck with... Yeah, that was supposed to be with. There was no H. Literally no reason for them to fuck with him and his boo. The Potters knew for damn sure what him and Petunia thought about them and their homies. He couldn't suss out how it was he and Petunia's problem. If any shit is going down, it wasn't their business, to be honest. That was mega cap. That was a paragraph. That was mega cap.
That was a paragraph.
That one sentence was a paragraph. That was a mega cap.
I am having a stroke right now.
How are you feeling? I know you were
Terrible.
doing art. I know you were doing art. How are you feeling?
I'm still doing art. I haven't stopped because I think that is the only way I'm able to tolerate this. Oh, my head hurts. At least you're the one reading it, because I would never be able to process.
I told you I would
80%.
be the one reading it.
Yeah, because if I tried to read this, I would never be able to do it.
Mr. Dursley may have been drifting into an uncomfortable sleep, but the cat on the wall outside was not fucking with that sleep shit. It was sitting still as... I was gonna say AF.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
Probably not AF.
No, it literally is.
Oh, it is.
I just said as instead of AF.
No.
It was sitting still AF. Its creepy ass eyes on that... creepy ass eyes on... Nope, I read that wrong. It was sitting still AF. Its creepy ass eyes that, on God, are not blinking, staring at the corner of Privet Drive. Deadass, it was so still that its wig would not falter when the car door slammed on the next street, or even as owls yeeted overhead. For real, it was almost midnight before the cat moved at all. For real was abbreviated, and before was abbreviated.
Oh.
At least before makes sense. Because it's a B and then number 4.
Oh god, I hate it.
Some dude posted up on the corner the cat was watching. He posted up so damn quickly, you would have thought he just girl bossed out of the group no cap. That probably made no sense to you.
Now, here's the thing. I understand what is being said. I just would not be able to read any of it.
Well, none of that was abbreviated. You should know that.
Well, that's good.
None of that was abbreviated.
That's good. There was some non-abbreviation.
The cat's tail shooketh, and its eyes
Shooketh! Yay! One word of actual English.
shooketh. That's
Shooketh.
English, apparently.
It's old English, but yes. I will gladly take shooketh.
Nothing like the shanty has ever been peeped on. Shanty? Okay. Nothing like the shanty has ever been peeped on Privet Drive. He was tall, skinny, and old AF, judging by his gray-ass hair and dank-ass beard, which were both long enough to tuck into his belt. His fit was absolutely dripping with long robes, a purple cloak that snatched your wig, and was serving us some high-heeled buckled boots. It sounds like Seto Kaiba. A purple Seto Kaiba. Very old purple Seto Kaiba. He was almost girl-bossing too close to the sun with his sparkly blue eyes behind half-moon spectacles. I'm surprised to see spectacles there.
I'm surprised to see spectacles. Wow, that's actually astounding.
You know what? I'm gonna show the screen.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
There we go.
ahead.
This is what I'm reading.
Oh, there we go.
You can't really see it at all. He was almost girl bossing too close to the sun with his sparkly blue eyes behind half-moon spectacles, and his his nose was long and crooked AF, as if someone threw hands and broke it once or twice. I didn't remember reading that. His nose was crooked? I didn't. What? Fact fact-checking. I can't even talk properly, you know. Oh, that is fact. I didn't know that. Oh, the next sentence is gonna be a trip.
I already read it.
This fruit snack's name was Albus Dumbledore. He's a fruit snack! I want a fruit snack so badly. I've only eaten chicken today. Just chicken with a whole bunch of barbecue sauce and ketchup.
Oh my god. You gotta learn to eat more food.
I found a dime though, I keep playing with it.
It's not food though, you can't eat the dime.
Technically you can.
Don't you dare eat the dime!
You can tell which generations we are by now, right now. You can definitely tell. Captain is a millennial, I'm a Gen Z, and you can tell the difference just by how we talk.
Yep.
And what we say.
Yep.
Let's see. Albus Dumbledore was unaware that his bougie ass had just arrived in a street where everything from his wig to his boots was not it. Mans was busy rummaging in his cloak looking for something. But he was too busy serving looks to realize someone was peeping, because he looked up quick AF at the cat, which was deadass staring at him from the other end of the street. Not gonna lie, the sight of the cat was mad amusing. He lolled and muttered, "I should have known." I'm surprised I knew not going to lie. Not gonna lie. He finally found...
Sorry, there's a word coming up, but I want to see you try to actually say the word.
Okay. I have no idea what
without
word.
cracking up.
Okay, I don't know what word it is, so I'm just gonna read.
You'll see it.
He finally found his shit inside a pocket. Not gonna lie, it kind of looked like a... Not gonna lie, it... Wait, what? Not gonna lie, it kind of looked like a silver ciggy lighter. Is that what... Is that it?
No, it has... It's like a few more quote-unquote paragraphs from now.
Okay.
I want to see if you can say a very specific word without cracking up.
He popped that shit open, held it up in the air, and clicked it. The nearest street lamp's light dipped with a little pop. He clicked that shit again. The next lamp light dipped into the darkness. He clicked that put outer shit 12 more times until there were only 2 tiny ass lights in the distance that hadn't dipped on the whole street. Excuse me, I'm burpy. Which was the eyes of the stalker cat. If any bitches looked out their window right now, they couldn't peep anything that was happening down there. Dumbledore slipped the put outer back into his bomb-ass cloak and skirted down the street towards number 4, where he popped a squat next to the cat. He didn't peep as he talked to it. Bussin' peepin' he... Bussin'
Yeah, that was the word.
Well, I said bussin' before.
I know, I was
just messed up the sentence.
I know, I was trying to see if you would laugh during that word.
No, I've said it before.
You said other words before and you still laugh.
That's because of what the sentence implied.
Okay.
Bussin' peepin' you here, Professor McGonagall. He turned and smiled at the little... Oh god. I'm not saying that. I'm just gonna say cat. Okay. Turned to smile at the little cat, but it had dipped somehow. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be somehow. I don't think it's supposed to be shaking my head. I think that's the millennials transition.
I never had that.
I don't don't think it's shaking my head. I think it's somehow.
Hmm.
No, I'm not clicking that. No. On social media, shaking my head to express shock or disappointment. I don't believe that. I think it's somehow.
Alright.
But it dipped somehow. See, it makes sense. Not dips shaking my head. That doesn't make sense. He was actually smiling at a low-key intimidating girl boss dripped with some square markings just like the cat markings. Just like the markings the cat had around its eyes. Her fit also included a cloak, an emerald one. Her black hair was absolutely giving in a tight in a tight ass bun. They misspelled ass. She looked positively shook. No, yeah, shook. I was right. How the fuck did you know it was me? She asked. Queen, I've dead ass never seen a cat sit that stiff. Bitch, please, you'd be stiff if you're chilling on a brick wall all damn day. This is so weird.
This is very weird.
Professor McGonagall clapped back.
Oh.
For real all day? When you could have been getting lit? On God, I must have passed a fuck ton of parties on my way here. Professor McGonagall sniffed saltedly. Oh, everyone's getting lit. Yes, ma'am, she said, sad, mad, impatient. You'd think these hoes wouldn't watch themselves, but no. Even the muggles have noticed something sus. It was on the damn news. She jerked her head back at the Dursleys' dark, basic ass living room window. Do you see that, Captain?
I had to look back. I had to find it.
She jerked her head back at.
Oh, Jesus.
The Dursleys' dark, basic ass living room window. I heard that shit. Flocks of owls, shooting stars. I mean, they're not totally stupid. They were bound to peep something. The shooting stars down in Kent. Bet that was. Dallas Diggle. Diggle. Bitch is dumb. Says McGonagall. You know what? My parents have yelled at me for cursing before.
Oh.
I don't know if my dad's home, but I have a feeling if he is, he's gonna be like, why are you talking like that? You've said before you streamed to children. I'm like, I don't care. Okay, whatever. We're having fun. You can blame them, Queen, said Dumbledore, all gentle. We haven't had shit. You can blame them, Queen, said Dumbledore, all gentle. We haven't had shit to get hyped about for 11 years. I think they mean can't blame them. Not can blame them.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to be you can't. Facts. Sad Professor McGonagall, low-key pressed. But that's no reason to lose our shit. People are being dead-ass stupid out on the streets in broad-ass daylight, not even in their muggle fits, spilling tea. She gave a salty glance at I don't think either one of them are going to be saying this. I don't know why there's a quote. I also love how they shortened the name to Dumbly.
Wow.
She gave a salty glance at Dumbly, like she hoped he would spill some D. I think they're trying to say tea.
It's either tea or dirt.
It's definitely not dirt. It's spelled D-E. I think it's supposed to be tea.
Oh.
Like he would, like she hoped he would spill some tea. But he didn't, so she kept going. It was just so dope. Wait, what? I'm really bad at reading. It was just so dope. Is on the same fucking day, you know who seems to have finally dipped. The Mongol sussed us out. I guess he really has dipped, Dumbledore. Question? Facts, I guess, said Dumbledore. There's a lot to be hyped about. You want a lemon drop? Want a lemon drop? What the fuck? Did I stutter? There's some muggle candy I vibe with. Oh, so that legit is how they're abbreviating with. Just with without an H is the abbreviated version of with. I don't know about you people, but how I abbreviate with is just a W with a slash.
I don't abbreviate with.
I do. It's a W with a slash for me.
It's a short enough word. It doesn't need an abbreviation.
Okay, growing up, in the back of my agendas, which died out, that's no longer a thing.
Actually, we still have those.
Not at my school. They no longer had the budget.
Oh.
So if you flip to the back, it had a whole list of abbreviations, and every once in a while I would like study them. And one of them was like, oh, how to abbreviate with. Let me pull up Google Docs. I'm teaching Captain how to abbreviate in Gen Z language.
I have to ask one question though. If they don't have agendas anymore, how do people write down their homework?
Notebook.
So they force you to get your own notebook to write it down.
It's more like each class has like, oh, bring a binder, bring a notebook, bring a marble notebook kind of thing. As so did they say in college. It just, as you're taking notes, at the end of that day's notes, you write down the homework and circle.
So
that marks like the end of that day. So if someone's like not in the class that day, you can not only look to find the date, but you can also see how much notes were taken that day.
Okay.
And if there was like no notes, then you know, oh, there might have been a quiz or the teacher was out, so we were doing something else. We know why.
I still do not think that's a good practice.
For the word with, this is how they're spelling it in the text. Wit. This is how I abbreviate it. And this is how they explained it in the back of my textbook. So that is with. So like, say cocoa with marshmallows. I'm gonna call them mellows. But say you don't want the mellows. Say you don't want cocoa with mellows. You'd without. That's how my agenda explained it.
Oh, jeez.
Or even that would work. Without.
The only time I've ever seen a W/O is in mathematics.
Really? Wait.
Yes.
Where?
It was usually when you had to do proofs.
Oh, proofs.
Because you had to write down every single thing. So instead of having to write out the word without, you are allowed to use that abbreviation.
Yeah. I thought that was normal though.
No, never. Absolutely not.
I use it daily, and I've been using it since like middle school, so I thought it was normal. I had proofs in college.
I had proofs in high school, and I hated it.
That was not allowed in my high school.
What do you mean allowed?
I mean, like, we had different types of math class. Like, we had trigonometry, we had calculus 1, we had calculus 2, we had algebra 1, algebra 2. We had, oh god, what was it? Geometry. But my class was the guinea pig.
So
I ended up missing geometry, like I don't know any of my shapes. I don't know them. But
Wow.
I know triangles very well.
Wow. Okay.
And I
So
somehow got so good at that, like sections of math, besides geometry, that I got into CP calc, which is like calculus 2.
Yeah.
Which is how I was able to like skip algebra in college, because they would teach you algebra if you weren't good enough. I was able to skip it because my scores were good enough that I went straight to calculus 1, and then I had calculus 2, and then I had calculus 3, 4, 5. Stats.
Okay. So you want to learn
Finances.
something? You want to learn something disturbing, at least from my high school? Then
The funny part of that joke is that the fact after calculus 5, that's when I learned how to do taxes.
wow.
And trade stocks and all that. I have all the paperwork still on my desk.
Okay. In my high school, 3 things. 1, if you took a very specific class that was never really recommended to anyone, it was an optional elective. That was the course you actually learned all the important life skills in. Like, in fact, they never even told you about it. I only knew about it because I was friends with that particular teacher who ran that class.
Same.
But I even didn't take it because I was taking all the art classes. But more importantly, in high school for me, algebra was always a mandatory course. Was a mandatory mathematics.
Well, yeah, of course.
But what is insane is the fact that proofs was a sub chapter in geometry.
In geometry?
In geometry. So imagine trying to do geometry as proofs.
I can actually see that being easier than what I dealt with in college.
It is. But then they forced you. Made you learn it with geometry. But then they forced it into other forms of mathematics, and it was like, this is the most abysmal thing ever.
And then there's me who had to like do proofs to how I had to prove. Oh god, I'm trying to remember how this worked. I was trying to. Oh god, what? I need to look this up because I'm blinking. So in my proofs class in college, I had to prove that infinity divided by 0 would equal 0.
Oh.
I had to prove that
With proofs.
after just learning about that in like stats. Because
Yikes.
apparently you only learn that type of stuff in statistics.
Wow.
And then you also learn, infinity times 0. 0 divided by infinity. I'm pretty sure it's negative infinity, but I'm making sure. Because yes, infinity does go into the negatives.
Yes, it can.
No, the answer's still 0. Okay. Oh, I think it's negative infinity if it's divided into a number. Okay. Anyway, we got distracted.
Yep. Back to this.
Did I stutter? There's some muggle candy I vibe with. No thank you, says Professor McGonagall, low-key judging him for that shit. Like I said, even if you know who did dip. My homie professor, surely a girl boss like you can call him by his name. All this you know who shit for 11 years I've been trying to get people to call him with his real name, Voldemort. Professor McGonagall was quaking in her boots, while Dumbledore was vibing with his lemon drop, didn't give a fuck. It gets hella confusing. If we keep saying you know who, I don't see why these bitches get so worked up about saying Voldemort's name. How many times have I used hella recently?
Good question. I didn't count that. I've only count the same that I was.
I meant in real life.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, I say that word a lot.
Yes, you do.
Also, my dad just got home.
Okay.
And I have to take a break to take my doggo outside.
Okay.
So I'll be back shortly. I am... So far, I'm feeling a little bit called out.
Good.
Good!
Good.
I'm your girlfriend?
Still, I'm allowed to say that.
No.
You're allowed. You're
Okay,
trying to break
I'll be back.
my mind.
Bye-bye. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. We are back. At least I am. Captain?
I'm still here.
Okay. My father is making me lasagna.
Oh, that's very nice.
I know you don't, said Professor McGonagall, literally done with him, but low-key impressed. But you're quirky and different. Everyone knows you're the only one that got, okay, bitch, fine. Voldemort all shook up. I love this ass. You're gassing me, said Voldemort straight chillin'. Voldemort had... Wait, did I say Voldemort straight chillin'?
Yes.
I always do this. I confuse the two names. You're gassing me, says Dumbledore, straight chillin'. Voldemort had powers I don't got. That's only 'cause you're too, well, girl boss to use them. Damn, I'm lucky it's dark. I high-key blushing right now. Haven't done that shit since Madame Pomfrey said she liked my new drip. Professor you misspelled McGonagall.
I misspelled a lot of things.
I just realized how they misspelled McGonagall so badly. Professor McGonagall gave Dumbledore the bitch face and said, "The owls ain't shit next to the tea flying around." You know what they are all saying? About why he dipped? About what finally stopped him? It seemed that Professor McGonagall finally stopped being fake and got to the real shit. The real reason why she chilled on that musty ass wall all day. Neither as cat or queen, I'm not saying that word, did she give Dumbledore as spooky of a leak as she did right now. It was clear that whatever bitches were saying, it was cap until Dumbledore said it was facts. Dumbledore, however, was still straight up vibing with lemon drops quietly. I love that. I love that sentence. I love that sentence so well. Dumbledore, however, was straight up vibing with lemon drops quietly. I love that. What they're saying, she kept on, is that last night Voldy posted up in Godric's Hollow. He was trying to peep the Potters. The tea that is that Lily and James Potter are that they were unalived. I forgot that my generation's all afraid about like death and all that.
Yes.
Except they're more than willing to die. Dying themselves, no, fine. That's fine. Saying it out loud on the internet? No. Dumbledore bowed his head. Professor McGonagall's Professor McGonagall's wig was snatched. I struggled.
Yes, you did.
Lily and James, ain't no way. I hoped it was Cap and Queen.
Oh.
Dumbledore reached out and patted her shoulder. Facts, he said heavily. I'm just imagining that. Oh my god.
Oh.
Just the shoulder pats. The last time I gave anyone shoulder pats, Captain has like scolded me.
For shoulder pats?
Yeah.
I wouldn't deny that.
See? I accidentally give my mom shoulder pats once, and you just like straight up scolded me.
In the sense of like, who does that to their mother?
One as quirky as me. My cheeks hurt. We're almost done with this chapter. Come on. Professor McGonagall was quaking in her cloak as she kept on. That's not all. Bitches are saying he tried to unalive the Potter's son. There's no receipts, but they're saying that when he couldn't unalive Harry Potter, Voldemort broke or some shit, and that's why he dipped. Dumbledore nodded. Big sad. Dumbledore nodded, big sad.
Oh boy.
This hurts my stomach, or maybe that's just because I'm hungry.
Could be both.
For real? No cap? Faltered Professor McGonagall. After all the shit he did, all the hosts he unalived, he couldn't unalive a little boy? It's absolutely shook. Of all the things to stop him, but how the fuck did Harry live to girl boss another day? I don't know, Queen, said Dumbledore. We may never know. I don't know, Queen, from Dumbledore. Oh my god, I'm picturing snapping the snapping of the fingers, and I'm just picturing Dumbledore doing it. Professor McGonagall ripped out a fancy-ass handkerchief to dab her crusty eyes under her specs. Dumbledore got mad sniffly as he took a dripping golden watch from his pocket and looked at it. It was mad weird. This shit had 12 hands and 0 numbers. Instead, little planets were skirting around the edge. I guess it made sense dumbly, though, cause he put it back in his pocket and said, Hagrid's late, somehow. I guess he spilled the tea that I've been here, by the way. That was highly abbreviated.
Yeah, that.
Oh my god. Facts, said Professor McGonagall, and I guess you're not gonna... And I guess you're not finna tell me why you're here, of all places. I came to bring Harry to his aunt and uncle. They're dead ass, his only family left. Cap, ain't no way you mean those hoes, cried Professor McGonagall, standing the fuck up and pointing at number 4. Miss Girl, you cannot. I've been stalking them all day, you deadass couldn't find anyone more basic. Plus, they got the son. I deadass saw him throw hands with his mom all the way up the street, bitching for sweets. Harry Potter, come here? Bitch, please. On God, it's the best place for him, said Dumbledore. Serious AF. That abbreviation, serious AF.
Yeah.
His aunt and uncle can spell all the tea when he's older. I even wrote a letter.
Ah,
real?
yes.
The letter that just promptly went straight into the trash can.
Yep, 100%.
For real, said Professor McGonagall, chilling back on the wall. Deadass, Dumbledore, you think you can explain all this shit in a letter? These hoes don't get it. He'll be famous, an absolute legend. A legend. He'd have so much clout. I was like, I'm not saying that right.
No.
So much clout today might be known as Harry Potter Day at some point. There will be fanfics about Harry.
Of course there will
All
be.
these hoes will know his ass. Dead ass. Called out everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just used that word.
I can't believe you did either.
I used it by accident.
The more Gen Z you read, the worse your dialogue becomes.
And more cursing I do, too.
Yeah.
Facts, said Dumbledore, looking mad serious over his half-moon glasses. I can't see properly. Oh god.
That's called having a stroke.
No, it's called crying.
Oh. Oh, thankfully it's not the other thing I just said it was.
Thank you. I got lasagna.
Oh, yay.
I found a TikTok of a man shoving lasagna up his butt.
No! Why did you have to say that?
I forgot what the TikTok was actually about, though. It was a Stitch.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I'm looking it up.
It was a guy saying it was a guy saying like, "Oh, if it's not healthy, don't put it in your don't put it in your hole."
No, I think it's actually a dude saying don't put food in your hole or something like that.
Yes, that's exactly what I just said.
Whatever you're eating right now, you probably shouldn't go in that hole.
Yes, it's like
Go in your
hole?
face hole. Whatever you're eating right now probably shouldn't go through your face hole. And then there's another guy. It's like, which hole should it go in then? And then the other dude's like, I put lasagna in my butt.
I have lasagna in my butt. Yep.
I also think he was like the voice actor of Garfield or something.
Oh no.
Because his symbol was Garfield and he talked about lasagna. And it kind of sounded like him too. Oh god, where was I? Facts, said Dumbledore, looking mad serious over his half-moon glasses. It would be enough to turn anyone high-key bitchy. All that clout before he can walk and talk. Can't you see that ain't it? And he'll be better growing up away from all that shit until he's ready to take it. Professor McGonagall opened her mouth, went never mind, swallowed, and said, "Okay, yeah, you're spitting facts, Avi. But how is the kid getting here, Dumbledore?" She peeped his cloak like he was hiding Harry in there or some shit. "Hagrid's bringing him." You sure about trusting Hagrid with something as important as this?" "I trust my homie Hagrid with my life on God," said Dumbledore. I'm not saying his heart's not in the right place. I said his heart twice. Said Professor McGonagall, fake AF. But you can't lie, he kinda careless. He does kinda... What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
Let me try to read.
What?
Oh, yeah, that was
What the fuck
I thought you
was
just
that?
literally couldn't read a word for a sentence.
A low rumbling sound rudely interrupted the silence around them. It kept getting louder as they peeped up and down the street for some kind of headlight. It got hella loud as they both looked up at the sky. A big-ass motorcycle fell out of the air and skirted to the top, to a stop in the road right in front of them. The motorcycle was chunk AF, but it was nothing to the man sitting on it. He was deadass twice as tall and at least 5 times as wide. He looked too big to not to be Cap, and absolutely wild, and long tangles of bushy black hair and a beard that hid most of his face, and hands the size of trash can lids, and his feet in the leather boots were like fucking baby dolphins. In his big swole arms he was holding a bundle of blankets. "Hagrid," said Dumbledore, relieved. "Hey Queen, where's the motorcycle?" "Borrowed it, Professor Dumbledore, ma'am," said the giant, trying to climb of the motorcycle while he talked. "Little Sirius Black let me cop it. I've got him, Queen." No troubles, right? No trouble, right? "No, ma'am. House was almost destroyed, but your boy got him out alright before the muggles stopped minding their own. He passed the fuck out as we were flying over Bristol."
Bristol.
I'm just... What? So it's a very Gen Z thing to call everyone Queen and ma'am? And just...
Apparently, yes.
But pronouns.
Yeah, I know. Ironically, that's not... Ironically, that's like the... how do I say it? It's the people who are like in between that actually do use them.
So the queers?
Whoa.
What?
I mean like between millennial and Gen Z.
Oh, the Zennials.
Yeah, they're the... Yeah.
That's me, though.
Yeah.
I'm in between.
That's why it matters. The Gen Z do not honestly care.
But I'm a Zennial.
Yes.
I don't say queen to everyone.
No, I said about pronouns.
The only Zillennials care about pronouns.
Millennials and millennials care about pronouns. Gen Z do not.
I'm not so sure about that one.
All right.
Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall bent over to peep the bundle of blankets. Inside, barely peepable, was a baby boy passed the fuck out under a tuft of black hair over his forehead. They peeped a weird ass cut like a bolt of lightning. Fun fact, I was watching a doctor watch Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
And he said lightning bolt cuts are usually a sign of like plastic surgery. Saying that the Z cut is usually the cut that is less spotted. Therefore, it's like kind of naked to the eye. Well, the straight across is more visible. So I found that very interesting.
That is very interesting.
Is that where whispered McGonagall? Facts, said Dumbledore. He'll have that shit forever. Can't do something about it, Dumbledore? To be honest, even if I could, I wouldn't. Scars can come in handy. I got one above my left knee that's a dope-ass map of London Underground.
The London Underground.
Wait. That's in Fantastic Beasts.
Yes.
I also saw a Pinterest post asking, like, when does Dumbledore learn to ditch the gray suit and go for the purple robes? Because in Fantastic Beasts, he's all very formal. I'm thinking it's when he becomes, like, a headmaster.
Yeah, it would make sense.
I haven't watched all the Fantastic Beast movies, but I watched a music video about one of the villains, the quote unquote villains.
Okay.
And something was spoiled to me. I'm gonna say it. If you do not want spoils, then mute. I hope you don't mind, Captain. I'm gonna tell you.
I haven't seen any of them, so it doesn't matter.
Dumbledore's gay.
Yeah.
For the villain.
Okay. I still knew that.
Grindelwald. That was explained in Harry Potter how literally Grindelwald was the man that almost made Dumbledore evil. Almost to Voldemort extent evil. Dumbledore liked him. And Dumbledore is also the famous wizard that killed him. That also might be when he switches his outfits. To show how fruity he is.
I am astounded you just used that word right now, but okay.
I keep hearing that word, so I'm gonna keep using it. And it's not just from this, like actual, like online too.
I know.
Well, give him here, Haggy. Let's get this shit over with, Haggy. So we got Dumbly, Voldy, Haggy. I have to admit that I have jokingly said Voldy before. Because how many people, like... Okay, in the actual Harry Potter books and movie, if you were to say Voldemort, it can be used to track you and find you and expose you as an Order member. Because only Order members would be brave enough to say it.
Yes.
So I was like, well, you can still say Voldy and not get tracked. Because it's not the full name. And it's kind of like a taunt against him. It's like, oh, look at little Voldy. Oh, cute. Okay, continuing. We're so close. Dumbledore
Yes.
snatched Harry in his arms and turned towards the Dursleys' basic house. Could I say bye to him, Queen? Asked Hagrid. He bent his big-ass shaggy head over Harry and gave him what was, to be honest, probably a really scratchy, whiskery kiss. Then randomly, Hagrid let out a howl like a dying dog.
No.
Shut the fuck up, Professor McGonagall. You'll unasleep the Muggles.
Yo, asleep. What the? Okay, no, that's not a thing. I refuse to believe that is a thing.
I'm looking it up. Unasleep. Unasleep. Not asleep. Awake.
I refuse to believe anyone uses that.
Adjective. Rare, not sleep. Urban Dictionary. Not to be confused with awake. It's a bit like undead. Same level of speech and cognitive reasoning. It's an Urban Dictionary. My beat, sobbed Hagrid, scratching his large spotted handkerchief and showing his big-ass face in it. I'm gonna guess it's supposed to be shoving his big face in it. But I literally can't right now. Lily and James unalived and poor little baby Harry off to live with Muggles. Okay, yeah, it's all big sad. Big sad. But get your shit together or we'll be found. Professor McGonagall whispered, patting Hagrid weirdly on the arm as Dumby. Before it was Dumbly, now it's Dummy.
Wow.
Dummy stepped over the garden and skirted towards the front door. That's the end of the first chapter.
Well, there you go.
I am in pain.
Trying to read that? Yes.
My cheeks. So I know we have like a half an hour left. I don't want to start another chapter.
No.
And I'm not quite sure what to do. And I have a lasagna in front of me waiting to be eaten.
Okay.
So I think we're going to end here for today.
Well, I have a suggestion, though.
Oh? What?
There are people that I know who are streaming who are doing exactly what you're doing, which is reading fan fiction. But they're voice actors. Specifically, quote-unquote, cringe fan fiction.
Cringe fan fiction? Is it like Toaster?
Maybe? I don't know. I wasn't watching them. I just know that they're doing it. And there's 3 people that you can go because they're all working together on it.
We could try.
They're relatively big streamers, though, so.
So most likely we wouldn't get noticed, like, at all.
Maybe. There is one of them that I think would still pick up on. Maybe. I don't know what their settings are at.
Well, I
But they're probably our
I
best
don't
bet.
even know their names.
Oh, Porcelain Maid.
Who? What? Huh?
Porcelain Maid.
Porcelain?
Porcelain.
How the hell do I spell that?
Porcel.
Oh, I see them.
Yep.
They're verified.
Yes. He has a very high energy stream about
I think
him.
I've seen their TikToks.
Yes, you have. You definitely have, because I've shown you them.
I'm currently being shown a dancing cookie. But it really makes me want a cookie. It's those 3! I recognize those 3.
You should. Again, I think Porcelain
One
has...
of them is actually like a singer that I listened to back in like
Yes.
high school.
Yes.
No, I put it there because in the manga that I read, or in the
I think
light novel
think
read,
though
they did that,
I think
and was
his
like,
might
that's
catch us
original.
though in the raid.
Well,
If it doesn't, oh well.
we can try, but
Yeah.
it's a very small raid.
I'm not afraid to
Yeah, I know.
pat my dark past.
I think it's worth a try, especially because this is what we were doing.
Okay, we are rating. Someone named Ragnarok just followed. Them.
Hey!
Them. Followed them. I just laughed because I thought it was you.
No. No, I would fall.
So we're gonna raid Porcelain Maid. It's gonna be a small raid.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you have a good morning, good night, good day, and I'll see you guys all most likely tomorrow. Bye bye! Bye everyone! Bye bye!